The political crisis in Rivers State may not come to an end very soon. This is because the governor of the state seems to be so soft to me. According to Premium Time, the governor of Rivers State said that no sacrifice is too big to make for the peace of the state, even if it means relinquish his office as governor of the oil-rich state. If leaving this position is what I need or what is needed to bring more peace to the state, I can even tell you people to come take it. Mr. Fubara said in an interview aired on AIT on Thursday.
No sacrifice will be too big for me to pay for the success of this administration. And the reason is very simple. It's not political love. It's not because I want to gain any favor from anybody. My interest and love for Adia State is genuine. I am not trying to say I want to be one man that will be there to decide the fate of all. No, but let Rivers State remain. Burden at that time wasn't the issue of all the tribe. It's the millions of Rivers people who had made sacrifice, who are seeing opportunity, and it looks as if their hope are being dashed. They were the ones what would be their fate. That was my trouble. It's not about me.
This was what, so just like you heard him over there, it is so unfortunate that the current political crisis in Rivers State may not come to an end soon. And this is because the person, Nyesom Wike, who happens to be the former governor of the state, had almost similar crisis when he became the governor of Rivers State back then in 2015. We all remember how him and Rotimi Amechi had a lot of back and fronts within some months before he was able to use his office properly as the governor of the state. Now he turned around, to face the person succeeding him. So many times he has come out to say that he bought the ticket for every government officials in Rivers State. In a sane environment or in a sane political space, people like Wike should be in Kuje by now. Because if you ask me, where do you get the money from to buy tickets for every political office holder in the state? Moreover, was the money from your pocket or from the pocket of the Rivers State? These are the questions that the EFCC, in fact the DSS, needed to ask Nyesom Wike after making such statement boasting that he bought ticket for every political office holder in Rivers State. But then he is the current minister of FCT as well as working with the All Progressive Congress, even though he is a PDP chieftain and a founding member of the party. And it still baffles many people that PDP has not had enough guts to remove him or suspend him from their political party. And this can be seen. He continued to force his own agenda on the governor as alleged by so many people. Now the governor is saying that if it takes him to leave the office to bring more peace to the state, then he will do so. For the quest to have peace in the state, he went ahead to add this 8-point agreement with the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the 18th of December 2023, of which many of his supporters came against him. In fact, it was tagged that Fubara have lost it all, that it was a political suicide for him to have any form of agreement with the president and Nyesom Wike, knowing fully well that no man can remove him as the governor. Remember how 23 lawmakers defected from PDP to APC in support of Nyesom Wike because of the crisis in Rivers State. But even at that, the constitution was breached. But remember that it is a norm under the APC-led government that the constitution of Nigeria does not matter to them. They can twist the law to favor them at all costs. And this can actually be seen by the 23 lawmakers who moved from PDP, to APC, when it was stated clearly that there must be a crisis in a political party before you can even jackpot from one political party to another. There was no such crisis in PDP, but then they moved to APC, of which their seat were declared vacant. But the president came out to say the purported agreement that they had with Fubara as of that time, that those lawmakers should return back, and the budget that was presented to only 4 lawmakers should be represented again. And this is the reason why, similarly Fubara, we find it very difficult to govern the states. It is now obvious that godfatherism in Nigeria and the fact that the election that we all run out to campaign and even stand under the rain and sun to vote don't really matter to those politicians. This will now make you to know that your votes don't really count. Because if the vote of the people counts, then why is it a tussle? Why the tussle in Rivers State today? The Rivers people voted for similarly Fubara, some political gang who are making sure that the governor finding it very difficult to govern the states. What do you make of this? Most of the assertion from both the camp of Fubara and Wike cannot be 100% true. And why do I say so? Because they are politicians. Most times they try to feed on the emotions of the general. Never you forget that Fubara was once invited by the EFCC, and he was the Accountant General under the former governor Nyesom Wike. You now understand where all this tussle is coming from. What do you make of this? Let's have this conversation in the comment section.